Hello everyone, welcome back to Exam Key Point Dentistry. Today we are going to study a very important topic from Public Health Dentistry, that is the classification of the fluoride and the Knutson technique. So before we start, let me ask you a question. What is the most important role of fluoride in dentistry? Yes, the main role of fluoride is prevention and the control of the dental caries. But here comes the important question. How can fluoride be given to the population or to an individual? Exactly, it can be given through different methods. So in today's lecture, we will first understand the classification of fluoride and then we will study the Knutson technique of topical fluoride application step by step. So first, let's look at this classification. So here the notes divided fluoride into two major groups, that is the topical fluoride and the systemic fluoride. So remember this, the fluoride is divided into two, that is the topical and systemic. So let's understand both. So topical fluoride. So topical fluoride means the fluoride is directly applied onto the tooth surface. So further it is divided into two, that is the professional and the self-apply. So let's start with the professional topical fluoride. So it includes the neutral sodium fluoride, stannous fluoride, APF solution or the gel, and you can say varnish. So APF means that is a acid-related phosphate fluoride. Okay, so these are generally applied professionally. Now this is a tooth and we applying the fluoride, okay, on the topically, that is a tooth surface. Now comes the second group, that is the self-applying dentifrice, mouthwash and fluoride gel. Okay, so quick revision is toothpaste containing fluoride comes under topical or the systemic fluoride. The answer is topical fluoride. Now let's move to the systemic fluoride. So systemic fluoride is given through route where the fluoride becomes available to the body. So it includes the community water fluoridation, school water fluoridation, salt fluoridation, milk fluoridation, and the fluoride drop lozenges or you can say tablets. So under the water fluoridation, so here it is divided into two, that is the community water fluoridation and the school water fluoridation. Let's test ourselves. So what are the two major categories of fluoride? The answer is topical and the systemic. Give me two examples of the professional topical fluoride. That is the neutral sodium fluoride and the stannous fluoride. What are the examples of the self-applied topical fluoride? The answer is dentifrice, mouthwash and fluoride gel. Excellent. Okay. So now we come to the important part of the today lecture. So that is the Knutson technique. So this technique involved the neutral sodium fluoride. So here the neutral sodium fluoride was the first fluoride compound to be used for the topical fluoride application. The fluoride concentration here is 9200 ppm. Now remember this number because it is important for the exam. So what is the fluoride concentration mentioned for the neutral sodium fluoride? That is the that is a 9200 ppm. So here a minimum 4 application of with 2% sodium fluoride solution is given, approximately 30% caries will reduction. So there are the two numbers you should remember, that is the 2% sodium fluoride which is applying the 4 application and it will reducing the 30% caries reduction. So this is very exam friendly point. Okay. Now we see the method of the preparation of the 2% sodium fluoride. So it is prepared by dissolving the 20 gram of sodium fluoride powder in 1 liter of distilled water in plastic bottle. So remember here is 20 gram of sodium fluoride plus 1 liter distilled water forming the 2% sodium fluoride solution. Okay. So this is a distilled water, that is the 1 liter, and we will add the 20 gram of sodium fluoride. After we adding, it will forming the 2% sodium fluoride. Now there is very interesting point, that is the solution should be stored in a plastic bottle. So why we should not store in a glass bottle? Because if it is stored in glass bottle, it may react with silica and form the silica fluoride. And here what happens then? The ability of the free active fluoride is reduced and therefore the anti-caries action will decrease. Okay, so should we store 2% sodium fluoride solution in a glass bottle or the plastic bottle? The answer is plastic bottle, and the reason is because of the possible reaction with silica in glass. Okay. Now we see the procedure of the Knutson technique. So now let's understand the procedure step by step. So first one is at the initial appointment, the teeth are first cleaned with the aqueous pumice slurry, and this is called the oral prophylaxis. Okay. Now after this, we isolate the tooth. So here the tooth isolated either by the quadrant or by the half mouth. So we can treat one quadrant at a time or the half of the mouth at a time. So question for you, why do you think isolation is important? Yes, because we want to apply fluoride properly over the tooth surface and then prevent the interference from the saliva. After the isolation, or you can say teeth cleaning, so here the 2% sodium fluoride solution is painted on an air dry tooth so that the all surfaces are visibly. Okay, so here the 2% sodium fluoride solution is painted onto the air dry teeth. The solution should be applied so that the all tooth surfaces are visibly covered. So you can see a tooth surface, and after tooth surface clean, we air dry, and then after we paint the 2% sodium fluoride, and here the all surfaces are visibly covered. So that is the basic procedure. Okay, now the next one is that is alloy for the dry, that is the 3 to 4 minutes. So after the application we allow to dry. Okay, so the next step is like repeated for each of the isolated segments until all the teeth are treated. Okay, then the second, third and fourth application are given at approximately 1 week interval, and importantly these later application are not preceded by the prophylaxis. So first application is prophylaxis is done, second application approximately 1 week later, third application approximately 1 week later, and fourth application approximately 1 week later, and the later applications are not preceded by the prophylaxis. Okay, now here comes important exam point. So here the fourth visit at procedure is recommended for the age 3, 7, 11 and the 13 years. So these age is coincide with the eruption of the different group of primary and the permanent teeth. Okay, so why is this useful? Because the most teeth will receive topical fluoride soon after the eruption, which is maximizing the protection afforded by the topical fluoride application. So remember is 3, 7, 11 and then 13. Now we see the mechanism of the action. Now let's understand the mechanism here. So when sodium fluoride is applied on the tooth surface, it reacts with the hydroxyapatite crystal of enamel. So this is a sodium fluoride. So when it is react within hydroxyapatite crystal, it forms the calcium fluoride. And calcium fluoride, as thick layer of calcium fluoride is formed, so it interferes with the further diffusion of the fluoride from the topical fluoride solutions to react with the hydroxyapatite and block further entry of fluoride ions. And this is called the choking off effect. Okay, so here the dominant product form is the calcium fluoride. So visually what happens, as thick layer of calcium fluoride is formed, it interferes with further diffusion of fluoride from the topical fluoride solution toward the hydroxyapatite. So in simple word, this calcium fluoride layer, it acts like a barrier. It blocks further entry of the fluoride ions. Okay, so what is this phenomena called? Yes, that is the choking off effect. The sudden stopping or reduction of fluoride entry is called the choking off effect. Okay, so here the calcium fluoride, it acts as a reservoir and fluoride slowly reach out of it. So here now another important point is calcium fluoride does not simply sit there and do nothing, but it acts as a reservoir. Think of a reservoir like a storage tank. Calcium fluoride store the fluoride and fluoride can slowly become available from these reservoirs. So here when here the calcium fluoride, it again react with the hydroxyapatite and then forming the fluoridated hydroxyapatite. So the stored fluoride can participate in the formation of the fluoridated hydroxyapatite. Okay, so this is an easy way to remember. So now let's make the whole mechanism super easy. So here when sodium fluoride is react with the hydroxyapatite, so this is a hydroxyapatite. Okay, so it will be forming the calcium fluoride. Okay, as calcium fluoride layer limit the further fluoride entry, this is called the choking off effect. Now this calcium fluoride, it acts as a reservoir of the fluoride. So here from calcium fluoride, the fluoride is released and then it will react with the again hydroxyapatite. Okay, it will forming the fluoridated hydroxyapatite. So that is the complete flow. Okay. Now we see the advantages. So now let's discuss the advantages of the neutral sodium fluoride. So it is relatively stable when capped on the plastic bottle. Taste is accepted by the patient. It is non-irritant to gingiva. It does not cause discoloration of the teeth, and after application it is allowed to dry, that is for 3 to 4 minutes. So this make it possible to perform on the multi-chair procedure in public health program. Okay, so this is all advantages of the Knutson technique. Now we see also disadvantages. So now only one advantages is there, that the patient has to take 4 consecutive visits within a short period of a time. That is the main disadvantages which is mentioned. Okay. So, okay everyone, let's do a quick exam revision. So, I will ask the question and you will answer. What are the 2 major categories of the fluoride? The answer is topical and the systemic. Name 2 professional topical fluoride. That is a neutral sodium fluoride, stainless fluoride. Name 2 self-applied topical fluoride. That is the dentifrice mouthwash. What is the first fluoride compound which is used for the topical application fluoride? That is a neutral sodium fluoride. What is the concentration mentioned here? 9200 ppm. What concentration of sodium fluoride is used in Knutson technique? The answer is 2%. How is 2% of sodium fluoride is prepared? That is a 2 gram sodium fluoride powder is added in 1 liter distilled water. Why is plastic bottle is used? To avoid reaction with the silica in glass and reduction of the free active fluoride. How many application does it need? That is a 4 application. What is the approximate caries reduction here? About 30%. What is formed when sodium fluoride react with the hydroxyapatite? It forming the calcium fluoride. What is the choking off effect? That is a sudden stopping or reduction of the further fluoride entry due to the calcium fluoride layer. Now what does calcium fluoride act as? It acts as a fluoride reservoir. What are the ages which are mentioned for the 4th visit? The ages are 3, 7, 11 and 13. What is the main disadvantages? That is a 4 consecutive visit within a short period. So that is all for today's topic, classification of the fluoride and Knutson technique. If you understand the concept easily, then you also understand the most important mechanism from this topic. Don't just memorize the point, try to visualize the process which is happening on the enamel surface. So if this lecture helped you in your BDS preparation, then don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Exam Key Point Dentistry and share it with your BDS friend. I will see you in the next lecture. Until then, keep studying, keep revising and keep smiling.